Hi everyone, I'm your host Shantae Taylor, and I'm here with the new Student Government Board President Molly Gallagher. Molly Gallagher, she was the former Internal Affairs Chair and also the Ad Hoc Voting Chair. And now she will be joining us today to discuss her former duties and as well as her new duties as the new Student Government Board President. So welcome to the show, Ms. Gallagher.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. So as Internal Affairs Chair, I plan different events for Student Government Board and also help the student body with fundraising and different bonding events for SGB. So I planned the banquet that happens in the spring, and that's for all gold status organizations. Their presidents and advisors go, and it's like a nice ceremony. The president and provost are there, so that's really fun. But as voting ad hoc chair, I was able to plan 2 voter registration drives, which you might have seen on the DNC, the fall and the spring. We were able to register over 400 students to vote, which was awesome. We definitely plan on continuing this next year. I hope to have a great chair follow me, so we'll see how that goes.
So that is currently going on, like the person who is running. Do you know any candidates that would like to run?
At this moment, I do know someone who's running for internal affairs, but for voting ad hoc, as president, you're actually able to appoint. So as president, you're able to, if you want a committee on a certain issue that's happening on campus, you're able to make this ad hoc committee, and you can select a chair, someone on SGB, and they're able to lead this committee in however they choose. So I have to just look to who would really feel passionate about voting and all civic engagement issues.
Okay, so I remember seeing your campaign all over Facebook, as well as Maria Sonic campaign. Is she running for vice president?
Yeah, she is actually, she was just elected our new vice president.
Oh, yeah, congrats to the both of you. I think that both of you were doing a good job. I attended several meetings, here as a Kutztown student, and now I'm graduating, so it's kind of good to see, you two taking these leadership roles. I mean, that's so great. So in comparison to Joe Scaboria, he has led the school all 4 years, and I think he has done a great job. What are some things that you are looking to bring as the new Student Government Board President? Because I know Joe fought so hard to get the voting polls here on campus. He also, when it came to the football games and how he was able to get, I guess, what's the correct term for that? But students are able to drink in certain areas within the football stadium. He was able to get that allowed on campus in an effort to bring more students to the games. So what exactly do you want to do for students?
One thing that I want to start is just getting SGB more on the map. I think too often SGB is not as much as a resource as we would like to be. We have 33 representatives that you all elect as their college representatives. So I want students to know who their representatives is, know that they can go to them, and if there's an issue that's going on in their college, they can go to them, voice those concerns. Joe did an amazing job as president. I have huge shoes to fill, but I definitely still want to continue, like you said, the voting poll issue. Just civic engagement in general is very important to me, and also following through with advocacy days, which is what Student Government Board does, and as well as the other 13 state universities. It's a day when students go to the Capitol building in Harrisburg, and we're able to meet with senators and state representatives, and we talk to them about why it's so important to fund our future, which is the students. So I went as a freshman last year, and I went again sophomore year, and this is an issue that's year-round. It's not just those couple days in Harrisburg. So making sure students know, what they're able to do, and making sure that they stay in contact with their representatives and senators, because with the budget, I'm sure it's going to happen again. There's probably going to be another impasse coming up. So looking into as well, another food pantry initiative, what else can student government do to help the students and be someone that they can go to?
Yeah, so what are some of the challenges you think you may face being the new Student Government Board President, and are you ready to face those challenges?
I am ready to face the challenges, but of course I've never been student body president, so I'm going to be a junior next year.
Wow, you're a sophomore.
Yes, I'm
a
sophomore.
That's great.
Thank you. Well, I came on to student government as a first semester freshman. I was one of our 4 new student reps. so I've been on student government since Kutztown, so I think that's something that's definitely helped me get my footing in student government. Okay, so some of the difficulties that I know that I'm going to face as president is, well, I've never been in the position, so just figuring out the ins and outs, making sure that I'm there for not only the student body but also the board, because as student government president, you're the president of the board, but you're also the president for the students. So I'm the face of who's going to administration with the issues that we see in our board. Making sure that issues that we see in our board, different discussion of policies and things that are going on with the university, making sure it gets to the right areas that we can get things done. Making sure that, like, I'm very transparent in what I'm doing is also really important to me, and making sure that I'm reaching out to as many people as possible. We have so many organizations on campus, and there's so many great students who are so involved, and I want to be able to meet those people, like, see the concerns that people are having in their, like, their clubs and organizations, and not even if you're not involved, I want to hear what's going on. What's your Kutztown experience? So one thing I'm definitely going to be looking into for next year is having our representatives go to more of everyone else's meetings.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, because I didn't know that there were so many representatives until I attended one of the SGB meetings. I didn't know.
Yeah.
And so do you feel as though you have a strong followership around you as far as the SGB members? You do?
Yeah, we have a really strong board coming up. We just got a whole new wave of new members.
Yeah, I know.
We have 14 new members, and I had the ability to meet with them, with our new vice president. She had a meeting with them, just kind of giving them the rundown for next year, what to expect. And our new members are so excited to really just jump into student government and fully be a part of it. And our sitting board members are also really looking forward to next year. And it's going to be a big transition for everyone, because obviously it's a brand new executive board. We're all new e-board members, and it's a first year new e-board. So we've all never had an e-board position, but we're all really excited. We have a lot of great ideas to look into for the summer. But we have a strong board that really wants to make impact on campus, which is really important.
Okay, I want to know, like, are you the first female student government board president, or you're one of the first? I'm just curious to know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there might have been one, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. So how do you feel about that? Do you think that students are ready for a female, president? Because, like you said, for many years, it has been a male role.
Yeah. I think it's going to be different, because it always has been a male, but I don't think that changes anything that I'm about. So, like, I just know that, like, me sitting in on different meetings with the SGP presidents, the other universities, they are primarily, like, males. But it's time to change. Switch it up. We have a new women president and also a female vice president as well. And not only that, but our university senate is a woman president. Our union APSCUF president is also a woman. So we're ready to make some changes.
That's great. That's great. My last question for you is, what are your top 5 goals that you would like to achieve for the first semester as the new student government board president?
My top 5 goals for next semester as the new student body president would be, 1, making sure that our board is ready to take on the semester. It is going to be a big transition, like I had said, so making sure that everyone's on the same page, all issues that are going on internally with the board, just making that, cut it out right at the start, so that we can go in with the new semester, like, ready to take on whatever comes our way. Second, I really want to look into, I'm thinking about getting new ad hoc committees on different issues that are happening on campus. So I'm thinking about a safety ad hoc committee, an enrollment safety ad hoc committee, and this will deal with the enrollment and retention issues. With our new VP in enrollment, I know he's looking forward to student input, so I'm sure he'll love to work with us on that. And with safety, there's been a lot of safety issues on campus this past year, and I think it's important that students know what resources they have to make sure that they are safe on our campus and there's no issues with that. Third, like I had mentioned before, making sure making SGB more of a voice. We are elected into these positions for a reason, and I think it's very important to use that voice, because there's a lot of students that run for student government and they don't get the position. So it's important for those students who do get the opportunity to do this to really shine through.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I completely agree.
Yeah, be the voice that students need. Fourth, I really want to look into being more of a part of the state system. So in that, I mean, with the 14 state schools, there's 14 student body presidents. I had the ability to go on a conference this past fall where it was all 14 student governments. They meet up in the fall, and you do like breakout sessions in your different positions. You take back all these ideas. So I want to be able to use the presidents who are going through the same thing that I am and bring back the different ideas they're having on their campus and be a resource and bring back that voice, because as a state system we have common issues, common goals. So making sure that we can make effective change. But fifth is just trying my hardest to be the best student body president Kutztown's had. Like I said, Joe was a great president.
Yes.
Great. And before him, Nick and Bezzy was also amazing. So just making sure, like, getting my footing in what I'm doing. First semester is definitely going to be the hardest.
A lot of adjusting.
Yeah. I'm a communication studies major.
Me too. I've never seen you in any of my classes.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I also have 3 minors. So for me, it's just going to be most important to balance everything.
Yeah.
Like, figure out where my balance is with all I'm doing, because, of course, academics are important, but I really want to make this position great and have actual change on our campus.
Yeah. Are you looking to get into politics post-graduation?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I do have a public administration minor, but maybe more the communications side of politics. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in and letting me interview you. And I hope that you have a successful 2 years as the new president. I'm graduating, so I'll just hear from my friends, you know, how everything's going. Yeah.
Well,
all right.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, everyone. That was Miss Gallagher.